Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I'm actually going to install a battery in the Honda CRF300L. Now this bike is 2 years old, but there's nothing wrong with the battery in it. A company wanted to send me this EBL battery to review. I've never contacted them before. They just contacted me, so I'm not getting paid anything. They just sent it to me to review. But it's a lithium battery for your motorcycle, which is a lot lighter weight. It's more compact. It's supposed to fit the Honda CRF300L and multiple bikes, but we'll take it out here and see. So I've never used one before. There's supposed to be advantages to these. Whether there is or not, we're going to find out in a long-term review. It has some things on here like it says more power, more safety, longer life, more environmental friendly, and more lightweight. Instead of just saying lighter weight, but it works. So let's take this out of the box, see what it is. In the box, then we'll take it and we'll take this side panel off here where we can get to the factory battery and stick this one in, see if it fits. Okay, I think I'll just do right here on the seat of the bike. We'll take it out of the box. So it does say EBL Lithium Power Sport battery, 12 volt. Has a model number there, MLI12-ST035B. 12 volt, 3.5 amp hour. Okay, so we're taking this out of the box. Looks like we have a user manual, thing telling about the installation method of the heightening pad, because this is a compact battery. A lithium battery don't have to be near as big as a lead acid battery. So you might see the battery and think it's too small. Well, that doesn't mean it's not powerful. And they have spacers here basically that take up the space to make it fit inside your battery box better. And that's what this is telling about. So here we have the battery wrapped in plastic. It's ridiculously lightweight. And then here we have the heightening pads, obviously. And it looks like we have a screwdriver, some screws, and looks like the bolts that go on the top here that hold our battery cables on. Okay, so let's open this thing up. So it definitely is small. Then we have these, which is the heightening pads. There's two of them. Maybe you might need two at times. Put two of them together, depending on the situation. So it looks like these are going to go right here. See, it makes it that tall, or you could actually probably use two of them if you need. And then the screws provided here will go in and make it where it stays onto the battery. So we first need to take our other battery out. We can see the height of it and see how high to make it. So it says here in the book that this battery weighs 0.63 kilogram. I don't have a scale to actually weigh it on. I'd like to compare the two, but I don't have a scale at all after our big move, so no way I can weigh that. But okay, so let's remove the side cover from the box. Okay, so our first step here, we're going to remove the side panel. Need a 5mm Allen wrench, and then just snap it off. Okay, now here's the battery. So we need to remove this power cable right here. Our ground's going to be under this side here, so probably have to remove this bolt so we can get to it better. I don't think we'll have to remove that side panel, but we want to remove this bolt to make it easier access to get to that one on the battery, the ground lug. Now we can raise that out. We can actually get to the ground lug in behind here. Okay, so now we can remove these with the Phillips. Of course, you'll have to reset your clock on your display after doing this. Like so. Get this removed. Kind of back out of the way. This is my power for my dash cam and stuff here that you may not have. And the ground, of course, for my dash cam there. My dash cam and my accessory charger I have back there. Okay, now on the bottom right here we have another 5mm Allen that takes this plate off that holds the battery in, so we need to remove that. And it was tight. It's never been off. So once you get this loose, this just clips off. You got to go push back and then come up with it, and it comes out. You can see how it's got that hook right there. And now keep our positive over here, ground over here, where we can pull the battery out. Okay, so now we can compare the sizes of the battery. This one is definitely, as far as the top, we're pretty much the same as far as the dimensions there, but it's the height. Width, pretty much the same, just the height. So you can see the adapter here. We use one adapter like that. Maybe if I tilt it, you'll see it a little better. So we're gonna have to have both adapters. They should both just snap together like so. And then we're gonna get up there pretty close and looks like it's gonna work. Turn it back around here this way so we can see that our negative, negative, positive, positive. So we're on the right side as far as negatives and positives. That's good. So let's put our screws in here to hold it together. So they got different length screws depending on probably which heightening block that you use. And I'm sure because we use both of them, we're going to have the 4 long screws. Then we'll just turn it like this. Drop these in and tighten them up. It's definitely, the weight difference is, it's unreal. How much lighter this lithium battery is than the lead acid. Well, that's pretty easy. Got it bolted together, as you can see. Pretty cool. So it does have a button here on top, and it tells us 30%, 60%, 90%, and full. And we're at 90%. We're not at full charge, but I'm sure that's plenty to start the bike, and it will charge it as soon as we get the bike running. It will charge it up. I've never seen a battery quite like that, but that's pretty cool. Even though this is going to be in there where you can't get to it and you'd never be able to use that again unless you was to take the battery out. I mean, it's really only good for the first time. So let's take and stick the battery in there. Okay, so as far as sliding the battery back in there, fits perfectly. Just slide it right back in the same spot. I went ahead and stuck that lug on there off video. I didn't have my camera on, but just put the screw in. The screw they provide comes with it, and it's already got Loctite on it. The cool part about these is they have these brass fittings instead of the lead, like a normal lead acid battery, and you don't have that little block behind there, which is the nut, and it moves back and forth. It's actually threaded all the way out to the edge, so it makes it easier actually to put these on. I like that. Now we'll take and put the positive side on. Okay, get the positive on. Now we'll put our bracket back in here. So we need to go in. It should just actually, going in probably easier than taking it off. It should just push straight back. Yeah, like that, clip down. Then we put our Allen bolt in the bottom. Okay, I don't care for the little bit of free play we have here. So what I'm going to do is take this piece of foam that come in the top. I'm going to cut at the size of the battery, and I'm going to put it in behind the battery. That will space the battery out a little bit and take up a little bit of that free play. So I'm going to take this thing, just kind of give me a rough idea here. It don't have to be too exact. And I probably will fold it under the bottom, just so I have a little bit of tightening up and down too. Now let's try putting this back on here. See what it does now. That's a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and stick that extra piece that I had right there, just to help hold it just a little bit more solid, I think. So I definitely don't want the battery bouncing around in there and getting damaged, because off-road it gets pretty rough sometimes. Okay, now we have it bolted in, positive, negative hooked up, and it's nice and solid. It's not going to go nowhere. That's what I don't want it flopping around inside there. So the foam actually fit pretty good. Now we just need to, I'll stick my side cover back on. We'll go ahead and start this thing up. Okay, so now we will start this thing up. Or try to, see if it fires off. Cranked it. Sound just like I couldn't tell the difference between that and the lead acid battery. Okay, so this will charge it up as I ride. I'll take it on a little ride, and that will go ahead and top it off to full charge where it said 90% on the little display. But pretty cool. So only thing I know to do now is long term, I'll just keep riding this battery. If it ever fails, I'll let you know when, and maybe hopefully it'll be a long time. Maybe it'll last a long time. We'll see. So it's an EBL battery, EBL lithium battery. I'm definitely going to post a link to this below where you can check this out. As I said, I'm not getting paid nothing for this. I'll just post a link where you can check one out. But thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Right on.